To avoid fainting, keep repeating. It's only a movie. Only a movie. Only a movie. Welcome to the Madhouse.
Welcome to Scaredy Cast, where we get scared so you don't have to. I'm Jeremy.
Madison.
Okay, Mads. We're topical this week. It's interesting. This is different.
Yeah.
We're rarely topical. The last two movies we've done are like 3 years old. But this week, we're doing a movie that is 3 years old that has a third version coming out on Friday.
Yeah. Okay, so when we... what he said.
Brilliant retort.
What he said. Okay, no, when I told you to watch this movie...
Yes.
No, when I suggested this movie...
Yes.
I thought I had it mixed up with the new Poltergeist movie.
Oh, okay. For the record, we're watching Insidious. Anyway, continue.
I had that mixed up. And then I was talking to Chloe today on the phone, and she was like, and don't even watch the new Poltergeist movie because it sucks.
It's a terrible remake. Why would you watch that?
And I was like, Poltergeist, that's what that's what I thought I was telling Jeremy.
Oh, no, you told me Insidious 3.
Yeah, but then I totally lucked out because they, in fact, did have an Insidious
Yes,
coming
they did,
out.
actually.
I really lucked out with that.
The irony is impeccable. Look
Yeah.
at that. This is made to be. This is a meant-to-be
I had no
situation.
idea that there was a new Insidious, and I told him that this would be a good idea.
You did.
Because there's a new one out.
You just totally owned that idea. I'm
Yeah.
actually very proud of you. You didn't.
I'm psychic.
You are awesome. That's what. But here's the thing: psychics tie into this movie, which heavily features psychics and
Sweet.
ghost hunters and all that kind of crap and like possession.
Is Raven Simone in this?
Unfortunately, no.
It's not that
But
Raven.
Corey is.
No, really?
No.
Oh, man.
That'd be awesome if it was, though.
Bummer.
Kids, that's so Raven reference. So unless you can, depending on who's listening to this.
I'm a little nasally, or I would sing it for you.
Oh God, I don't even remember it.
Oh, I do.
Oh, I do now. I do know.
It was great.
It was the best. It was that block of like Disney Channel original shows. It was literally the greatest thing ever happened to TV. What do you got? Even Stevens, Lizzie McGuire, That's So Raven, Kim Possible.
Sister.
Sister, Phil the Future. What else? Like there was like, well, That's So Raven.
Some episodes of the early Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Sweet
were
Life
pretty
was good. When they were in the hotel, Sweet Life
The
was
hotel
awesome.
one was good.
And then even the first few of Wizards of Waverly Place.
I didn't like it at first, and then I liked it looking back on it a little bit.
Yeah, because what's her face? What's
Selena
Selena
Gomez.
Gomez
Yeah.
is an angel.
She's great.
She's amazing.
I like her.
I love her so much. Anyway, back to this movie.
Yeah.
So, Mads, do you know anything about this movie?
No.
This is the
I
third.
don't.
This is the third movie in a row you have no knowledge of.
That does not surprise me at all.
But this is also the first movie of the three that I have actually seen.
Yes.
And I saw it a long time ago. And I have a traumatizing story to tell about this movie, which I will get to at the applicable moment.
Oh, man, I don't get to hear it now.
No, I'll tell you after the moment happens, so you'll get the story. Because you won't get it unless we get to that story point. Because I'll tell you this, it's not even a story. It's not even a scare, really. It is a nonchalant, that's messed up moment in this movie that tormented me for like a week to where I literally couldn't sleep. And I did not watch this movie without closing my eyes for years.
And how old is this movie?
About 2 years old.
So, Jeremy, tell me, are you currently unable to sleep?
No, I'm good now. I've rehabbed. I'm fine. I don't have a problem at all. But no, I was in college when I could not watch this movie without opening my eyes. Yeah.
This is going to be fun.
And yeah, ladies, I am single. In case you were wondering.
I will put his information in the description.
In case you were looking for someone to cower under you watching a horror movie.
Give you a link to his OkCupid. Could send him a poke.
That'd be amazing. Anyway.
Not that kind of poke.
Oh, Madison, you ruin everything. What do you think I'm shooting for here? Anyway, so this movie was like made in like 2011, I think, something like that. Directed by a guy named James Wan. And it's actually a very, very scary movie about possession. So
it's about possession.
It's about possession and ghosts and psychics and.
I love all of those things.
See, look, match made in heaven.
Possession is terrifying.
It is very scary.
But I like
This movie is very scary.
Supernatural
So
thingies.
we're about to get it going. Rules of the game, as we say every time. One of the rules is obviously I've seen this movie, Madison has not. So we're still okay on the, one of us has to have not seen it rule. The second rule is that every 30 minutes of this movie, we are going to stop the movie and we are going to talk about the last 30 minutes. This movie is an hour 42, so we may actually, no, we're not. I'm not going to break the rules. So we're going to actually have 4 segments of this afterwards. Or we may just push the 42 just because I may be lazy, depending on how I'm feeling at the time. So, all right, we're going to get this going. Thoughts, predictions? Have you any preconceived notions of what this is going to be?
No, just the scary pictures that you posted on Facebook.
Oh, I know. Those are terrifying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like scary smiling is a theme of this movie.
Okay, compared to The Grudge 2.
I never saw The Grudge 2.
Okay, The Grudge.
I never saw The Grudge.
Okay, never mind.
We have to watch. Well, we can watch The Grudge. That could be a next movie.
I've only seen the second one without seeing
Does
the
that one have
first
scary smiling in it?
What? No scary smiling, but there's a lot of black hair in the shower, which is terrifying regardless of what's happening.
Just for any situation, really.
Yeah.
If you're brunette, blonde, black hair is never a good thing to see in the shower drain. Okay. All right, we're going to get this started. We're going to get this going. Ready, set, and go. We're back.
Oh my god.
Madison had a fun little jump scare experience. It happens to the best of us.
Wow.
So you were laughing at me for my having problems with this film.
I'm still laughing at that.
Well, I'm still
But-
laughing at you screaming.
That thing was freaky. It wasn't just a jump scare because it stayed on him for a little while.
Oh, I know. It was the point of like, this is a jump scare, but this dude is in this baby's room, like just
It's just-
creeping.
I can't even explain how creepy that was. It
All right.
was like kind of like the Babadook, but worse.
The Babadook had 0 jump scares, though.
No, but I'm talking about how creepy
Yeah,
the
yeah,
face
yeah.
was.
He was. Oh, yeah. He
Like
comes.
that whole like face
he
you
comes
see in
back.
the distance that
You
you
see-
want to see closer, but like you also don't.
Yeah, you
wanna
know
see
there's
closer.
a person. You know there's a human being there, but you don't want to.
I want to see it up close, but on the other hand, I really don't.
You don't want
see
to
it
at
up
all.
close.
Okay. All right. Let's start from the beginning.
Ugh.
This movie starts off on a creepy note. The pre-credit sequence is really cool. We got like a little kid just chilling in a bed, and I know, just spoilery, but I know who that kid is. It's not one of these kids. So you're just chilling on like this dark bedroom, kid sleeping. We pan around, and then in like the corner of the kitchen of this home is this old decrepit woman in a dark black funeral dress with a single candle, just grinning into camera, going, fade to black. Insidious.
I don't remember that.
Were you not paying attention? That's terrifying.
I remember it going to Insidious, but I don't remember the woman with the candle.
That's what happens when you don't pay attention, Madison.
Were we talking?
I guess we
Probably.
were talking about something. Anyway, it's pretty scary. It's pretty good. Anyway, moving to the story. All right, we got your typical kind of horror movie setup. Like you got your young couple and their 3 happy kids, and they're all white and happy and middle class. And he's a teacher, and she does music, and she wears like footsie pajamas, which are adorable.
They were not footsie pajamas.
Okay, they might as well have been footsie pajamas.
She had matching monkey pajamas with her son.
That was kind of adorable. It was funny because like the woman, the mom gets up out of bed and then she starts walking down the stairs of this house, and like they just moved in, and she's just wearing these long yellow monkey and banana pajamas, and I'm just like, no action was happening that night. This has been like the night of the move. They were tired. They're like, no, I'm not even trying tonight. I'm going for comfort over style.
Yeah, monkey pajamas. There's a lot we could say about that.
So monkey pajamas. That was a fun note to start the movie on. I gotta say, it was interesting. It was actually it was interesting, surprisingly.
I would like to point out that this actress looks just like Delphine from Orphan Black.
You are really overestimating the intelligence level of our audience if you think they watch Orphan Black.
You're
I don't even
overestimating the fact that there's an audience.
I meant like
I'm talking to myself.
I meant like my mother, who I think maybe listens to this. I'm not even sure.
That makes fun of us.
You don't want your mom to listen to this. There's a difference. But okay, so we get your basic haunted house set up. Happy kids, happy wife. We have get like books knocked over, classic poltergeist stuff, that kind of thing. It's very sinister, but it's not the movie Sinister. But it's very like atmospheric and a lot of long takes of just nothing really happening. And
it's a really big house for being a small
house. It is an incredibly big house. It is this family only has this house in the horror movie, unless they're living in like Montana, where like property rates are nothing.
Yeah.
Because if they're living in California, that dude is like a producer of Transformers, and she is probably blowing the realtor. That is the only way they have this house in California. But I assume every movie is in California, so that's just my fault. Unless otherwise specified.
The husband, I've yet to determine whether or not I like him or not.
I like the husband simply because, A, he's a fantastic actor. He was Night Owl in Watchmen. He's a badass. Have you seen Watchmen?
No.
How dare you? Watchmen is a comic that's like the greatest comic book ever written, but it's also a pretty damn good movie. But yeah, I worked on a movie actually, and I told you this, with Mr. Patrick Wilson, or Patrick as I call him. I was a grip on a movie that was shooting here in Baton Rouge.
You're tight like that.
That starred him as like a lawyer. His wife was the queen, the first queen, the blonde lady who was like hooking up with her brother on Game of Thrones. I can't remember her name. And then Richard Dreyfuss was also in it, who was Hooper in Jaws, which was the person I geeked out over the most because it's freaking Hooper and it's amazing. Anyway, back to this movie. Okay, so we have 3 kids. We got 2 sons that are like about the same age. I think one of them was probably adopted because one of them really does not look like his mother. And then they have a baby.
Demon child.
Anyway,
that will always be my answer to everything with scary movies.
Demon child? That's your go-to? Okay. Well, they have like a little baby girl. She's not of much importance.
She's the demon.
She's a demon baby. So one of the kids goes up in the attic, and the attic's all creepy, and then he falls on a ladder, and a bunch of little like ghostiness stuff kind of happens. That's not really of importance. Then we get to one night where what?
Okay, what happens to him in the attic? Mm-hmm. Is that what causes the pre thing to what happens to cause the coma?
I guess it has to. Something
happened
jarred,
that night because we saw the picture of that window.
Because the kid falls and hits his head
while he's sleeping.
The kid falls and hits his head, and I think something with hitting his head caused some psychic thing in his head. Because basically that night he drops into this unforeseen coma.
Because otherwise, there wouldn't really be a need to put that much emphasis on his head.
Absolutely. That scene is utterly irrelevant unless they make a point of saying he hit his head and something happened. So you're totally right about that.
Because there's another scene that could explain it, which is like right before, like the night that he does not wake up, you see that like scary music in the window goes black.
No, that's definitely
happened.
It's both of them together. Something got him, basically, is the thing. One of the ghosts, probably the old woman, somebody got him. And he's in a coma. We don't really know where he is or what he is or if he's alive. We think he's alive, but we don't know where his brain's at. That's really the mystery right now. So he's basically in this coma, and the family's trying to deal with this. And then we jump to 3 months later. Yeah. And 3 months later, the mom is like trying to still do her music, and she's not doing it very well, but she's at home with her baby girl, and on the baby monitor, she starts hearing stuff that's like,
"Oh Jesus!
I want to kill the baby."
Did it really kill the baby?
No, I don't know.
No.
I want an ice cream sundae with gummy bears. That's what I thought I was saying. But like all these whisperings start happening. Then at the very last second, it just says, I want it. Or something loud. I want it. It's like really loud and creepy. So she runs upstairs after her baby. I'm like, why did it take you that long? You're a terrible mother. A demon could have gotten your child. She gets up there. Nothing's there. Baby's fine. Nothing happened.
This is really scary.
It is a very scary movie. It's like home invasion with demons.
Like I can't get that mental image of that thing in the window
or
out of my head.
We're not there yet. Anyway, we're getting there.
I'm still stuck on it. I can't get that out of my head.
Let's get to what Madison's talking about. So then the next night,
I'm going home to get curtains. I'm getting curtains as soon as we leave here.
He was behind the curtains.
I'm getting blackout curtains.
The creepiest part of this thing now is Dalton's the brother who's in a coma, and the other brother, I don't know his name, but the mom is in there talking to the other brother, saying like, "Hey, look, things are gonna get better." And the brother's like, "Mom, I'm scared." She's like, "Why are you scared?" And he's like, "Can I move rooms? I don't like when Dalton walks around at night. His brother in a coma. That is creepy."
Yeah, and then you hear a bunch of the heart monitor stuff, and then.
Do you? Oh no! Yeah. Oh yeah. There's this long like heart monitor beep scene because he has like a heart thing.
And then he gets up and closes the door. right?
Yeah, he goes and closes the door. Oh, and then the knocks happen.
And then
That's
the
why they
knocks
go.
happen. I'm sweating thinking about it. Oh, Lord child.
You're gonna pass out like an old Southern woman in the Civil War period. Like, I do declare.
This is only a movie.
It's only a movie. But so yeah, then Patrick Wilson and his wife, who are like snuggle bugging in bed, they hear 3 knocks on the door. Now, I am a professional in this field. I actually am. I'm not even kidding. I work for a show about ghost hunting. If you ever hear 3 knocks on your door and do not see anybody out there, this is a public service announcement. I am not even joking. Do not open the door. That is how you let things in.
Would you like to borrow my sage? To keep you safe.
I might.
On your...
I'm not the problem. I don't have things. Don't follow me. I'm not sensitive, but I've seen some messed up shit.
Well, I have some sage you can burn.
I would love some
Because
sage.
I'm
Thank you.
paranoid.
I think we need to burn some right now. Actually, let's get a good mood going.
I'm gonna go home and do that.
Because like that closet door is probably gonna open in a second.
No, you can't do that to me with John Wayne staring at me in the corner.
I love this cutout of True Grit, Rooster Cogburn, John Wayne just chilling in the corner, just freaking Madison out. So funny.
It's getting dark.
But it is getting dark. We have to turn a light on. I think I'm gonna break our rule on that one. But yeah.
God, there's a window behind
So they get
us.
3 knocks on the door. Patrick Wilson goes and looks. Nobody's there. And then the mother goes and checks on the baby who's crying, and in the curtain is like this white-faced dude just creeping. And she screams and yells for Patrick Wilson. He runs upstairs. They get all the kids in Dalton's room. Patrick Wilson goes back downstairs. The door is broken off the hinges, wide open.
So
no
creepy.
sound. It's just open.
The thing is moving. The chain. Not in here, but in the movie.
Oh, I was going to say, what the fuck are you talking
No,
about?
I
Something
would
moving
be-
in here?
I would be out that door.
God, don't freak me out like that. I'm going to turn a light on. But that's where we are in the movie. So, Madison, are you thoroughly freaked out at this point?
Yeah.
This is an excellent choice for a movie.
Yeah.
Glad we lucked into this one.
Yeah.
All right, we're about to start the next 30 minutes. What do you think's going to happen? Don't end it yet. Okay, what's your prediction for the next 30 minutes?
More of that face.
More of that face. More of that face. It's all about that face. About that face. No treble.
No, don't go there.
No, it's all about that face. About that face. All trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, no, really though, like I want to know more about it, but I'm terrified, so I kind of don't.
And on that note, we'll be back. Hey guys, the fun's not over yet. Check out part 2 of our review and watching of Insidious on Scaredy Cast episode 3, part 2, Insidious. It's fun. We go into the further, and we have more jump scares, and I tell a very embarrassing story about how I was traumatized by a horror movie as an adult and couldn't sleep like a little bitch. So, enjoy.